So, a while ago, Kenyan President Dr. William Ruto drove himself from the State House to the Kenya International Conference Center, attending a climate conference using a very tiny electric car made in Kenya. Kenya has been on the global news for several things, including sending rockets to space, and finally, the country has produced its own EV, the AUTOPAC EV YETU. The country has joined other countries in Africa that are producing electric cars, including Morocco, Zambia, South Africa, and Mozambique. In a country where the roads are filled with people driving fuel-guzzling huge vehicles to appear financially stable, and also these big cars are considered safe as compared to the small cars on the road. Of course, when all cars in the road are big, then it would make perfect sense to purchase a big car to keep safe on the road. Now, the car that was unveiled that day was a very tiny vehicle, and I don't know how it will hold in the Kenyan roads, but only time can tell. The big question is, will it get a competing chance in the country? For petrol and diesel cars, the market is saturated with established brands such as Toyota, Nissan, Audi, and many more. But when it comes to electric vehicles, it is a wide frontier. Some may argue that global EV giants could easily infiltrate the market, but the harsh reality is their price tags are way out of reach for most Kenyans. Furthermore, there are severe shortage of trained technicians to handle these cutting-edge machines, discouraging many from venturing into the EV world in Kenya for now. Also, the infrastructure to facilitate electric cars in Kenya has not yet matured, or rather started. For example, spotting a fast EV charger in the country is very hard, even at big malls. So, meaning you driving an electric car, you have to make sure that it is fully charged, or then you might find yourself sleeping on the road. But also, most of the African countries' electric vehicle markets are completely untapped, hence making the competition in the market almost non-existent. According to the AUTOPAC's company, their main goal is to provide sustainability, reliability, and affordability to the motor vehicle industry. They have partnered with a company in China, SGMV, to produce cars that are tailor-made to meet the unique needs of the Kenyan market. By the time of making this video, the company claims to have received over 300 units pre-ordered on their website. But note, this doesn't mean that all the pre-orders should be completed by the buyers. Only time will tell. Here is all the game-changing EV has to offer. This car can do a range of 300 kilometers on a full charge for the AUTOPAC's Air EV 300 YETU and 200 kilometers for the Air EV 200 YETU, which is more than an average user commute per day. Way more. Also, depending on your driving style, you can increase the range as the car has the regenerative braking system, hence will be charging every time you brake. I mean, you can keep braking on the road although. Anyway, according to the internet, we normally drive an average of 30 to 50 kilometers per day. With this average daily drive, the car will give you 6 days of service for one full charge, which is quite incredible. Because for someone who is reporting to work, meaning then you'll only be needing to charge this car once in a week, maybe on Sunday, and that's it. The car charges using normal outlets, just like any other appliances, but for a full charge, it will take around 8 hours to 10 hours and consumes 26.7 kilowatt hours to fill the battery, meaning it will consume 26.7 units, or allow 27 units to fully charge the car. With the current power prices in the country, the car will be consuming 1,000 Kenya shillings worth of power per full charge, and then it can take you a whole way. Do your maths here. The electric motor installed in the car generates a whopping 40 horsepower, making the car a bit reasonable but not that powerful. With a compact design, the car can carry up to 4 passengers, making it ideal for public services like taxis and grocery shopping. Just like other EVs, the car has big floating screen that allows the user to access several functionalities like air conditioning, range, remaining battery capacity, Wi-Fi, and many more. And also, you can access the car using a smartphone application. Did you know that? Giving it a tech-savvy edge. It runs on automatic gearbox and has other features like electric parking brakes, USB port, 2 airbags. Also, AUTOPAC comes in several colors, including yellow, silver, and blue, and many more, by the way. When it comes to safety, the car has all basic features like airbags, anti-lock brake system, ABS, electric parking brake, rear parking sensors, and camera. Well, another question one might ask, how stable is it? Having a taller slim body, we can tell the stability of the car when cornering. Well, the fact that it has a battery and battery weighs the car down, maybe it will be a bit stable, but only time and experience will reveal this. So, you might also ask then, how much does it cost? to get one. This car is selling at 1.5 to 2 million Kenya shillings, which is quite expensive for the Kenyan market. Most Kenyans' cars are imported second-hand from mainly Asia and Europe. An average decent car will cost from 1 million Kenya shillings to 2 million Kenya shillings, so within the same range as this car. But a car imported at this price will offer so many benefits and features as compared to this one. And the only con will be it is a foreign use. And mind you, you can still manage to import a hybrid car from Japan or an electric car also, and will still serve you better, just like this one, or even better than this one. But again, this is Kenyan made. Then it begs the question, who will buy this car at that price? Well, it would take a bold spirit, someone with financial means and willingness to be a trailblazer, and also have an immunity to the opinions of others, as societal standards often favor larger vehicles, not small cars. Not to mention the notorious matatu culture also in the country, where big car loads the loader. This is a very good move toward environmental change. Also, buying this car would be the best decision one can make to humanity, even to himself or herself, because a car should be something to take you from one point to another in the most efficient way. I do not see why people buy big cars that are very inefficient simply to feed their fragile egos. But when everyone in the Lord has a bigger car than yours, then what do? You buy a bigger car also to be safe in case of an accident. The car is not actually made in Kenya, by the way, but assembled in Kenya. But according to the company website, they are planning to make the entire process of manufacturing to be local and using locally produced materials and even local workers. So while this EV may not be entirely made in Kenya just yet, it is certainly sparking a revolution to the Kenyan roads, one electrifying driver at a time.